Welcome to another episode of Blockchain Chronicles. My name's Trent Richards and I'm the CEO of Metrics Coin. Joining me today is Max Krupyshev, the CEO of CoinsPaid. Max, thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Trent. Also pleasure being here. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Mate, it's a pleasure to have you on here and looking forward to our chat. Why don't we jump right in, and rather than me give a bit of an introduction on you, which I was going to do, I might ask you to give a bit of an introduction on yourself and maybe start with the background of yourself prior to CoinsPaid.
Trent. So I'm originally Ukrainian. I studied in Ukraine as well. I'm a Bachelor of Physics. I'm a Master in Business, also studied here in Ukraine. I started kind of like getting involved and interested in the cryptocurrency, I mean specifically Bitcoin at that time in 2013, right? So I'm in crypto full time for almost 8 years by now. Actually proud of being in crypto for so long, and kind of like already, like gives a certain status that it proves that I saw a lot of things. Yeah, so I worked with mining pools, with exchanges, with cloud mining, with wallets, with payment solutions, mostly payment solutions since 2015, right? So I would say I'm already 5 to 6 years dealing with cryptocurrency as a payment method. And basically have a lot of projects right now where I want CoinsPaid to move. But about this a bit later.
So let's move forward and talk a little bit more about CoinsPaid. How long have you been building the business, and whereabouts around the world do you operate?
So we started in 2019 with the partners. We started not from ground zero, so there was something, right? Majority of the hot wallets as we use them right now, they were started being developed already before even I kind of joined as a partner. I was a co-founder of this business. 2019 was kind of like a year of building, right? So 2019 we mostly were drafting new APIs, getting basically the setup of the business up to the level it is right now. And then basically 2020 was the scaling year, or kind of like more business processes year. And 2021 became like a year of scaling. We are relatively strong in European Union. We have few clients from Latin America, few clients from Asia, some even from Australia, and I think 3 or 4 from the South Africa as well. So the operation been already quite global. Employees are global. So yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your customers or the merchants?
Speaking, our clientele is relatively different, right? Because how the system is built, right, is the hot wallets, is the accounting system with all kind of liquidity stuff, and then the API. So with all these 3 things, we basically have 4 different businesses, right? It's the hot wallet provider, is basically the exchange through an API. We call it like business wallet, and payment processing. And if you combine all 3, we are also providing a SaaS solution, right? So hot wallets are mostly like crypto clients, like another payment providers or exchanges who just need access to different blockchains. Then there are some clients who just need to use cryptocurrency to pay some bills, or maybe they have clients who wants to pay them in crypto. And on kind of like a payments API, it's mostly merchants. We have all in all around 700 merchants. We have in the hot wallet, I think now up to 10 clients. And SaaS solution, we even have 2 clients at the moment who are using our software in their business models. And also like dozens of businesses who just use a back office, as a wallet. I would say 80% of the business are high risk clients, right? I'm speaking about iGaming mostly, like sports betting, esports betting, esport item trading, casino businesses. I mean, all of them are licensed. I just say that this is kind of like the segment of the clients who are more interested in our services. And I also can probably say that a lot of the flows that we mastered are kind of like rotating around, the demands of the iGaming business. And because competition is very fierce on this space, so clients are very demanding. They want payments instantly. They want them like instant exchange, no risks for the merchant and so on. So I would say if you can work with them with such a demanding client group, then you probably can with all the others. Um, and yeah, so kind of like I think it is fair for all the crypto processors in the world that the demand is the highest from the high risk. Yeah, fair to assume that demand for all the like crypto processing solutions is basically the highest from the high risk industries, right? Because they struggle with the classical payment methods more than all the other ones.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you really are dealing with some sizable businesses. That's really, really interesting to know. Mate, can you tell me a little bit about the fiat currencies and also the cryptocurrencies that you're dealing with as far as the merchants go? How many fiat currencies do you have and how many cryptocurrencies are available?
Yeah, so we try to support all the popular blockchains, right? All the popular cryptocurrencies. Here we kind of like we cannot really be setting the trend in this sense. So we have to support currencies which clients of our clients want to pay with, right? So if we see that, for example, Tron is evolving, right? We see that USDT is moving into Tron, we have to support Tron, right? So here we cannot be the one who is guessing, right? We kind of here have to be the one slightly following which blockchains become popular because you understand, I mean, as our hot wallets structure is in-house, right? So we develop everything, we tweak those nodes and so on. So we don't rely on external software from BitGo, Fireblocks, or you name them. So right now we have, I think, around 15 to 20 blockchains, which makes it like 30 crypto assets. Also, I mean, of course, we can plug in hundreds of the ERC20 ones, right? But we kind of like select only the good ones and the popular ones, or the ones from our friends and partners, if we want to support their business. About fiat currencies, this game is even more, I mean, is even easier, right? Because we can basically plug as many as we want. Right now we have, I think, 40, maybe 38 fiat currencies. So basically our clients can get instant exchange from crypto into all of these fiat currencies. Of course, we cannot settle in all of them, right? So we cannot settle to the bank accounts in something relatively exotic, I don't know, like Indonesian rupiah, for example. But some main ones like euro, dollar, GBP, this is something that we can even settle to the bank account to the merchant. So selection has to be healthy, but you don't have to overdo it, really. Some of the currencies, they have no traction, and you don't need to have hundreds of cryptocurrencies in the system. In reality, no one needs them, and no one uses them.
And what about the main benefits for merchants that are actually with you with CoinsPaid?
Yeah, so the main advantage, I would say, that we kind of like not only, software provider, we are also like a consultant, right? Majority of our clients, we are for them the first crypto provider ever, right? They never accepted cryptocurrency, they might never work with cryptocurrency and so on. So they rely heavily on our expertise to kind of like guide them through the industry, right? To help them understand how it works. I mean, the idea of the whole system, right, of the whole product, that our clients don't have to understand the difficulties, right? So the philosophy of the business is that you give them something that is just works, right? You don't have to open the hood and do something there, and you don't even have to understand what is happening there. So the advantage is that it is just simple. It looks like a usual payments API that they are used to. We have technical support, we have account manager, we have customer success manager who speaks with the client, ask what they if they need help with something, help them to test integration on the website, advise what to do, and so on. We try to be even cheaper than the average on the market. We don't have the hidden fee, right? So those who really do the research, right, they compare the prices, they might ask for the test runs and so on. So they find that we are financially the better solution than others. But we have competitors who kind of like play with, they say that the fee is near zero, but then they have a hidden fee. I mean, you can place it in many places, right? Exchange rates, or maybe some mostly in exchange rates, yeah, let's be honest. And yeah, so this is the simplicity, this is the reliability, this is the speed of transactions, and this is the constant support. I would say those are the main USPs that our clients like. And because we are like one of the biggest in the world, right? We of course master many things better than others, right? So even if clients like start experimenting somewhere, they might as well just return to us in a few weeks or months and say, hey guys, we would like to speak with you again to understand how you can help us, because the provider who was selected is not ideal. Of course, we are also not ideal, right? This industry is always changing. The cryptocurrencies always update. I mean, in Ethereum, you can send the tokens not only through the official contracts, but also like through unofficial ones. So that is where we kind of like always have to be creative and play with it.
But are there any specific partnerships that you're trying to put together in the coming months or years?
Yeah, Trent. I mean, in our like crypto and fintech industry, I mean, you cannot do everything, right? You cannot just create all the services that you need yourself. So of course, it's a lot about partnerships. So we are right now looking heavily like to get some nice providers on the payment methods, right? Speaking a lot with acquirers, with APMs, and so on. Speaking with financial groups, right, who of course now have appetite for crypto businesses, right? We were approached by, I don't know, the Visa, right, the bigger groups, the banking groups, and so on, who kind of like see that we are growing, right? They see this on the like in the news, on the market, on like comparisons, on the reports that somebody's doing. So I mean, of course, it's a pleasure to speak with all of them, but we see that they are kind of like more interested right now in crypto businesses than let's say a year ago. So I think we will be announcing some of the things in the future, like the big ones. Speaking about the announcements in general and the partnerships that we are cooking, I mean, probably you know, right, that we almost finalizing our IDO, right? So the launch of the token of the CPD. And basically, like when you close the private round, of course, you speak with a lot of potential investors, right? With a lot of influencers in the industry. And they, of course, all have a lot of ideas what you can do together and so on. So it's fair to say that all July I was just speaking only about the partnerships. So, of course, there would be a lot of the things announced, right? I cannot announce any of them before they are kind of like official. And I would say so. Yeah, there would be a lot of them in DeFi. There would be some of them in financial industries, strategic engagement with the VCs, with the group of brands, and basically with influencers on the market who just kind of like creating news and so on.
Okay, yeah, great. And I know a lot of our viewers, especially, are very keen to know more about your affiliate or your referral program, introducing merchants to CoinsPaid. Maybe if you could just give us a bit of an outline on how that model actually works, maybe explain how people can start earning some dollars for themselves.
Yes, Ren. So right now we have like an interesting model which still works, right? So we have a partnership program which we kind of like sliced into two. So the first one, when you introduce us the client, it can be a merchant, it can be a hot wallet client, it might be any other sort of client who brings us revenue, right, and who works with us as a provider. So right now we share a cut of the revenue, for basically from 10 to 15% for a lifetime, right? So you bring a client, and as long as they bring us revenue, you earn your fee. this kind of like proven to be an amazing way to build up the passive income, right? Because the churn rate with us is near zero, right? So clients just don't leave, right? Because I mean, we try to be really decent, right? When clients have problems, we always solving them as soon as we can. So clients just don't leave. So this is usually when you brought us the client. I mean, I'm quite sure that you won't be ashamed for the provider who you recommended. And then if client is happy, he's working, you're just getting a cut of the revenues, and it doesn't result in increasing the fee for the merchant, right? So the merchant just operates on the usual market rates. We treat them as a good client, as we treat all of them, even if we have to pay the cut to the reseller. Our fees are relatively like low to decent, I would say. So we charge usually from 1 to 1.5% for the payment processing. So 10 to 15% means like 0, 15% or even slightly more that the reseller or introducer can get. And also this is fair for the SaaS solutions, right? Which is kind of like a clone of our software solution that maybe a financial group, a payment provider might be running under their own brand. Here we also have this reseller offer.
And generally, where do you see crypto payments going over the next, say, I don't know, 5 years?
I mean, I would say in 5 years, I see a more general adoption, right? I think that crypto should become like an industry standard, right? And market standards like we have now, like with the Visa and MasterCard, right? There are some more specific ones for different markets, but Visa, MasterCard is kind of like you always need to have those two, right? At least if you operate somewhere around European Union. So I think crypto should become something like this, and I think it will become. We are seeing already movement in that direction. I see interest from Visa, from PayPal, right? Revolut has crypto to some extent. More fintech solutions appearing, kind of like allowing crypto balances, crypto payments, and so on. So I think in 5 years, any sort of online international business should have cryptocurrency as a payment method, should have cryptocurrency together with the Swift payments, right? When you invoice someone, this would be just a good tone to include also, I don't know, USDC address, USDT address, I don't know, Bitcoin address. So I'm quite sure we will get there. I mean, what we're doing right now is preparing for this adoption, right? As I mentioned before.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's really interesting. I guess I'll start to wind things up a little bit because I don't like these Blockchain Chronicles series to go too long. Maybe, is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers?
Yeah, no, just to maybe to wish everyone good luck with investing, with exploring the industry, with reading the market directions correctly, not only about the price of crypto, but also like trying to understand how technology is cooperating with the business. Because from what I see myself, kind of like the best way to understand where it is going is to understand where technology helps the business. Yeah, we're kind of like in the same boat with everyone else. The only difference, I mean, you might notice between us and more like I don't know, bigger players and more like crypto savvy ones, right? Because I mean, we are not completely crypto business. We kind of like a part in crypto and the part like in the fintech. Um, yeah, so we kind of like independent from the moods on the market, right? So when we had this decrease in the second half of May 2021, right, where the price crashed kind of like almost twice, some of the altcoins crashed a lot more. We didn't crash, right? Our revenues didn't really change. Our volumes even increased. So we kind of like try to always see how technology helps the business, and we are really the ones who giving them these solutions in the like simple to understand way. Yeah, so this is what I recommend to everyone who is building the business in crypto, not only concentrate kind of like on crypto, but also see how it really helps the other industries or maybe the well-being of the people.
Great, thanks for that, Max. It was great to have you on. It's been a long time in the making, as you know. Our schedules obviously have been very, very different, but thanks for spending the time with us and telling us all about CoinsPaid. Until we meet again, ciao from us.
Yeah, Trent, thank you very much for inviting, and also yeah, have a great week. And guys, thank you very much for watching until the very end. Ciao, everyone. Ciao, Trent.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the Blockchain Chronicles. If you like anything that you heard today, please give the video a thumbs up. If you want to contribute to the conversation that was had between the guests, leave a comment below and we'd love to get your thoughts. Also, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time that we upload, which we are looking to do a couple times a week. So make sure you don't miss out. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the future. Bye.